Nobody really likes to hear about finances. Rich is our treasurer, and every month he brings a report to the leadership and just about where giving is and what's going. And I am very thankful for this church because in finance, you guys have been amazing. Every November, we have a harvest offering. It's something we do every November, the Sunday before Thanksgiving. So it's November 20th of this year. We are going to take a harvest offering. And what we're asking you to do is prayerfully consider, is there a gift that you could do above and beyond your regular giving? And would you include that in a harvest offering? In the past, our harvest offering has enabled us to do a lot of things. This year, past harvest offerings, we were able to we've had plans since 2020 to do the parking lot. That was done this year. We've had plans since 2021 to do this furnace. It's done this year. I mean, and so the past harvest offerings, we got those projects completed. But one of the things our harvest offering does is it enables us to do major projects outside of our general fund giving. And so this year's harvest offering, we're gonna have part of that money be set aside. There's one old furnace left. It's the one that makes all the noise in that corner of this sanctuary. It's for this room. And I'm excited to get that one changed. Why am I talking about this? Because without you guys, the church, sacrificially giving, this facility isn't useful. So this year's harvest offering, I think I got a slide up here. This is where our harvest offering goal is this year. It's $30,000. If you notice, the first thing we're going to do out of that $30,000 is the leadership. We've talked about this. The last 4 years, our first over 50% of the harvest offering was to go to pay off our Family Life Center. We paid it off in 4.5 years when it should have taken us 10 because you guys' generous giving. And it's been on my heart all year that it's like, what's our crazy? What's our next? We have been able to do this in our area. What can we do to help other ministries with a building project? Let's be a kingdom-focused church, and let's help other areas of ministry. And so we have 3 ministries that we want to give $5,000 to for their projects. Ozark Christian College, Rusty was here a couple weeks ago, and he talked about their campaign to renovate their dorms that are over 50 years old. We're going to give a gift to Ozark. We're going to give a gift to Cookson Hills. They are adding on a counseling center to their school. Cookson Hills Ministry is a mission down in Oklahoma that helps children and families in times of crisis and need. And children go there and are restored, they're encouraged, they're equipped. But one of the areas on their campus they need is just a facility for their counseling. And so they're in a campaign, and we want to give a gift to them. The third ministry is Team Expansion. You may not know of Team Expansion, but you know Teresa Berry. Teresa is Jim and Elaine's daughter, and she is a secretary down at Team Expansion. Team Expansion built a facility a few years ago. I don't remember when. We had Doug Lucas, the director of Team Expansion, here this spring. They have a goal to pay off that building this year. And I asked Doug, I said, what can our church do? And we reached out to area churches to see what we could do to maybe partner with other churches. And our first step is to take $5,000 of this harvest offering and give to them. That we would love to see in our area $60,000 given to Team Expansion. The reason they have that facility is missionaries when they come back on furlough. And then you see 15% of all of our general fund giving goes to missions. And so we're going to take 15% and give it to our missions ministry, who last year was able to bless all of our supported missions with an extra gift, almost an extra month of giving last year. And then the last, whatever remains, is it's $10,500 if you do the math, if I did the math right, is just going to go to capital expenditures, a furnace for this room, furnace and air conditioning. It's the thumb. Here's what I'm asking you to do. We'll have this printed out. We'll send this out later. I want to ask you if you would take the next 2 Sundays, and just prayerfully consider, how's my giving? Is there something I can add to it for this year's harvest offering? I'm in my 11th year of ministry here. When I started, our annual budget was $180,000. Last year it was $320,000. It's a lot. It's increased. Our church size has stayed very similar. Would you pray that maybe how can God use you and your stewardship to just help us have this ministry?